Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Jerry Kennedy and I'm a fashion designer, as you can see. So let's just go straight to the point. So in this video I'll be teaching you guys how to draft and sew this corporate wear you have on your screen. How to draft and sew the corporate wear you have on your screen. So let's get right into it. And if this is your first time, please do it to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be dropping more videos for you guys. So the first thing you want to do is to take your guideline. So after taking your guideline, the next thing you want to do is to take the shoulder. For the shoulder, I'll be using 8 inches, which is 16 inches for the shoulder. Divide by 2 give us 8. Take your straight line right there. So after doing that, you come down by 6/8 for your shoulder slope. You come down by 1.5. After coming down by 1.5 for your shoulder slope, for the neck, we are going to take 2.5 inches inward, then 2.5 inches depth. So this is 2.5 by 2.5. Then you connect your shoulder slope to this point. So after that, the next thing we want to do is to take our shoulder to fit. So I'll be using 60.5. The shoulder to the full length. For the full length, I'll be using 33 for the full length plus 2 inches for folding allowance. So I'll be using 35. So for the armhole line, we are going to take bust divide by 6 plus 1.5. So the bust is 38. 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5 will give us 7 inches and 3/4. So you come down by 7 inches and 3/4. So you create a straight line right there. So after doing that, the next thing we want to do right now is to get our bust measurement. For the bust is 38, so it will be 38 divided by 4. So 38 divided by 4 will give us 9.5. So this is 9.5 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So basically I'm not going to add any dots to this pattern because I'm using a very stretchy fabric. But if you're not using a very stretchy fabric, you can as well just go ahead to add that to your pattern. So the next thing we want to do is to get our feet. For the feet, I'm using 30. So 30 divided by 4 will give us 7.5. 7.5 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then for the down part, sorry, we forgot to take our shoulder to hip. So for the shoulder to hip, basically from this our feet measurement, you come down by 9 inches. You come down by 9 inches from the feet line, which is your waistline. Then you take a straight line. So this is our hip line. So for the hip now, the hip, we are using hip 41. So 41 divided by 4 give us 10 and 1/4. You take your 10 and 1/4 plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So right now we have 11 and 1/4. So at this down part, we just take our 11 and 1/4. So connect here to here, to this point and to this point. Okay, so after doing that, the last thing I want to do for the front is to connect our armhole. So basically all we have to do right now is to look for the middle part of it. So this is the middle part of it. Then you go inward by 6/8, which is 3/4. Then use your armhole curve to connect your armhole. Okay, then you just take your curve and connect your front neck. So as you can see, we are done with the front, but you can go ahead and add that to yours if your fabric is not that stretchy. So this is the front pattern. So for the back, all we are going to do right now is to just extend all the lines backward. Okay, so my marker is bad right now. So after doing it, the next thing you want to do is to take 1 inch right here for our zip allowance. We go inward by 1 inch. For our zipper. So after doing that, the next thing you want to do is to come inward for our neck. Go inward by 2.5 inches. Then you come downward by 1 inch and 1/4. Then you connect your neck. Then this part will be straight. So after doing that, you take your shoulder, which is 8 inches from this point. Make sure your shoulder is straight. Then you put a straight line. So for the shoulder slope, you are going to come down by 1 inch. Then connect it to our neck. Okay, so after doing that, the next one to do is to get our bust measurement. So for the bust, all you have to do, just bring the front pattern. There's no need to do any random calculation again. We have 10.5. You just replace your 10.5 right here, starting from this point. This is 10.5. Then for the feet, we have 8 inches and 3/4, which is also known as 8/6/8, 8 inches and 3/4. Then while for the hip, we have 11 inches and 1/4. So you place it 11 inches and 1/4. Same with the hem part, 11 inches and 1/4. So you just get your armhole curve First of all, this part will be straight. Then you apply a curve right here. After doing that, so the last thing I want to do right now is to get our armor curve. So all you have to do is to look for the middle part of it, which is like this. Then you go inward by ½ inch. So as you can see, this is the back pattern, then this is the front pattern, this is the back, then this is the front pattern. So this is the simplest pattern you can ever come across, right? So for the pockets now, you just come down from this point by, for the pockets you come down by 5 inches, right? Then you go inward from this middle by 2 inches. So basically the wideness of the pocket is 5 inches. So from this point you just take 5 inches. I'm just trying to show you guys where to place your pocket. No, basically this is where we place our pocket for the front pattern, right? So this part will be for the pocket. So I'm going to cut the pattern out, then cut it on my fabric. As you can see, it's very simple, so I won't show you guys the cutting process at all, but it's very simple. Just cut your neck, cut it here, that's all. Cut exactly what you have right here. So I'm going to cut it on my fabric, then from there we'll start the sewing tutorial. So guys, as you can see, we are done cutting our fabric. This is the back pattern and this is the front pattern. The front pattern is always on fold, look at it. So why the back pattern is always two panel, because you slit here because of the zip, right? So we have two panel for the, we have two pieces for the back pattern. So this part is for the zip, the one for the front is on fold, right? So after cutting your fabric exactly the way it is on your pattern, you also cut your facing. Now this is the facing for the front pattern. Let me put it so you see. So this is the facing for the front pattern, exactly the way the pattern is. Then make sure you come down by from the armhole by 2 inches, right? This armhole, like, come down by 2 inches before cutting your facing. So this is the facing for the front, then this is the facing for the back, and also you slit that of the back. So this is the facing for the back. So the next thing I want to do right now is to fold our facing. You fold the rough edge inward like this using your iron. So let me show you guys. So you fold it by 1 inch. You open it, then you bring your hand gum. You bring your hand gum. Some people call it hem stay. You bring your hand gum, you place it. Then you gum it. So as you can see, we fold the rough edge. So for the back also, you know the back is 2-piece. We're also going to fold the back pattern, the back yoke, which is the facing. So as you can see, we are done returning the rough part of the facing. So the next thing I want to do right now is to bring the front pattern. This is the front pattern. Make sure you know the difference between the wrong side and the right side. So this is the right side of the fabric. You place it like this, then you bring the front pattern, the front yoke. So this is the front yoke. As you can see, you make sure the right side is facing this right side, right? You place it like this. Right side and right side. Then we are going to sew the neck using 1/2 inch. No need to sew the shoulder, just sew the neck together using 1/2 inch. So as you can see, we are done stitching it. Look at it. So alongside, I also stitch this part of the facing. You know this 1 inch we folded. You also stitch it so that because if you leave it like that, the gum will eventually fade one day while washing your fabric. So you just go ahead and stitch it. So after sewing this part, the next thing you want to do is to get your scissors and notch it downward. So after notching, you want to go ahead and just trim this top part out. So after doing that, so this is what it looks like. We are going to turn it, then use our iron to make it look okay. You iron it properly. So I'll just go ahead and place my cold iron. You can use a flat wood if you have. You place your flat wood on it so that it will iron properly. This one is a cold iron. My iron is very hot. If you look at it closely, the color of the fabric is changing. So as you can see, this is what we have for the front. So after doing that, The next thing you want to do right now is to arrange this front pattern. So after arranging it, you open this part right here, this part. You add a little bit of hem gum. This is just to hold the front pattern and the facing together. You put your hem gum, then you iron it together so that while sewing it will not shift. Same with the other side. You open it and place your hem gum. So always use a cold iron after using your hot iron, or you use a flat wood. The reason is because after ironing, there are some fabric after ironing them, the color will change automatically because of the heat of the iron. So when you place your cold iron on top of that part, the color will restore. The actual color will restore. So as you can see, this is the front pattern, very neat. So let's go over to the back pattern. So we are going to repeat what we did for the front. We are going to repeat it at the back. It's very hard to, okay. So this is the right side. So this is also the right side. So this is our facing. Okay, this is for this one, and this is for this one. So first of all, we are going to sew the neck. We'll sew the neck like this. Then we are still going to sew these parts. You know, we folded 1 inch, so we are going to seal it with our stitch. So you sew this part, which is the neck, then you seal this down part, which is for our stitch. Then while for this part, we are going to leave here. We are going to leave the rest parts. The reason we are leaving this part is that after attaching our zip, we are going to weave this end part. After attaching the zip, we are going to weave this end part. But there are more professional way to make it, which is by locking here with 1/2 inch. But we didn't add that allowance, so we are just going to weave this part. So okay, so as you can see, we are done attaching the back facing. Here's my scissors. So the next thing, you just repeat what we did at the front part. Repeat what we did at the front part. Then trim the top off. So after doing that, what you have to do is to iron your facing properly. So after doing that, right here, we're also going to use our hem gum a little bit to trap this point from moving. Then also this part right here, this part, you open it, you add your hem gum right here to avoid the zip area from moving. Okay, so after doing that, as you can see, this is our work. We have very neat work right here. Let me trim this part out. So after doing that, everything we did at the back now, we're also going to do it on the other part. You know the back is two piece. We slit the back because of the zip, so we are still going to repeat everything we did on the first one on this other part of the back. Okay, so as you can see, we are done with the back. We are done ironing the back pattern. So you can see how neat they are. So after doing that now, the next thing I want to do is to fold the 1 inch we took for our zip allowance. We are going to fold the 1 inch we took as our zip allowance. So as you can see, we are done folding the back pattern. So after that, the next thing we want to do right now is to attach the shoulder. You attach the shoulder. So we are going to attach this shoulder and this shoulder. Now the best way to attach the shoulder is you open the front shoulder like this, then you put this back shoulder at the middle, then you lock it. Then after locking it, you sew through. So this procedure will eventually hide the rough edge inside, so there won't be any need to weave the shoulder. So same thing with the other part. Our sleeve, our shoulder, look at it. So this is what it looks like basically after attaching the shoulder. So right now, just going to iron it. Same with the other part. So right now, let me just try and arrange it so you guys will see what we've done so far. So we're almost done. After this, right now, we are just going to attach our zip. They put the front pocket, but not pocket actually. It's just like a form of a suit pocket, but there won't be any place to put anything. It's just a structure right here. So after putting that front pocket there, we hemmed it down. Then we are done. So this is what we have right now. I also forgot, we are still going to attach our sleeve. We've not done that. So as you can see, this is the neck for now. So right now we are going to attach our zip at the back. So right now we are going to add our zip for the back. So this is the zip. I'm using an invisible zipper. So make sure your back is equal before proceeding to do anything. So from this point now, here's my tape. I'm going to come down by So on this back pattern, before you add your zip, so first of all, make sure that this back pattern is correct, that the back pattern is equal. So as you can see, my back pattern is equal. So I'll be making use of this invisible zip. So before adding your zip, the first thing you have to do is to measure downward. By either 20 inches or 21 inches. You go downward by either 20 inches or 21 inches. I'm just going to make use of my pencil because I can't find my chalk. So for this pattern, I'm going to use a 21 inches. Okay, so this 21 inches, I'm going to sew it downward. Then the remaining parts will be for my zip. I'm going to sew this 21 inches downward. The remaining parts will be for my zip, right? So I'm just letting you guys know the ways, like the perfect way to add your zip. So you're sewing from this 21 inches downward. Then this part will be for our zip. So right now, I'll just go ahead to attach my zip using my pin. The zipper to the outfit. So we'll just go ahead to sew the zipper. Then after sewing the zipper, then we'll lock this remaining part downward. So as you can see, we are done sewing our zip. So this is the zipper. So just go ahead to iron it properly. First of all, iron it from inside. Guys, please ignore the noise, oh. My guys are playing football. Make sure you iron the zipper very well, so it won't have any issues later. So as you can see, this is it. Okay, so later we are going to lock this part after weaving these two parts. So the next thing I want to do right now is to attach the front pocket before attaching our sleeve. So guys, let's move over to the pocket. So basically for the pocket, the first thing you want to do is to get your gum stay. So for this gum stay, I'm using the width of 5 inches. 5 inches by 3 inches. Same with this other one, 5 inches by 3 inches. So after doing that, you just get a piece of the fabric, place it on fold, then you iron. So after ironing, the next thing you have to do is to place your gum stay and iron properly. Then you cut it out. You cut the down part exactly, because this is 3 inches. We are going to sew half outward, so it will remain 2.5. So right now, I'll just take it to the machine and sew this side and this side. Same with the other part. So as you can see, I'm done stitching it. So basically, all you have to do right now, first of all, you cut your thread, then you trim this part a bit. Same with the other side. Also this side. So as you can see, this is the pocket, or basically the front design, because I can't actually call this one a pocket. Okay, but if you want to make it like a suit pocket, you can go ahead and just make it that way. So now, to know the right point to attach your pocket, all you have to do, from this fit line, this, if you look at this deep part, so from this fit line you come downward by 5 inches. You come downward by 5 inches. You just mark it with your chalk. I don't have chalk right now, so I'm just going to use my pencil. You come down by 5 inches. Then from this middle point, you go inward by 2 inches. From the feet, 5 inches. From the middle, 2 inches. So basically, it will stand like this. Then you can leave it straight. Let me show you properly. You can leave it straight like this, or you can slant it a bit. So I'm just going to slant mine. Okay, so all you have to do right now is to turn it over like this. You sew ½ inch. After sewing it, you turn it backward like this. So you turn it over, you sew ½ inch, then you bring it backward, then you top stitch it. Basically, as you can see, I'm done fixing the front pocket or design, whatever you want to call it. So this is the front pocket or design. Okay, so we are almost done. After this, we are just going to add our sleeve right here. After adding our sleeve, we'll lock the side, then weave it down and fold the hem. So the last thing I want to do right now is to draft our sleeve. First of all, you measure your armhole. So for the armhole, we have 10 inches. 10 inches. Just look for a piece of paper. So I'm going to be using a short sleeve. So first of all, you take your guideline. After that, you come down by 5 inches. After marking your 5 inches, now we have 10 as the armhole, so we are going to minus 1.5. So 10 minus 1.5 will give us 8.5. Okay, so whatever we have here, we'll divide it into 4. So this is 10. 10 divided by 4 will give us 2.5. 2.5. So divide it into 4. So this first one, you come down by 1/4. This second one, you go upward by 5/8. Then the other one, you come upward by 3/4. So our armhole is 10 inches, so you check if it's up to 10 inches or more than 10 inches. Okay, as you can see, this is 10 inches. So the length of the sleeve is 7.5 plus 2 inches for folding allowance. So it's basically 1.5 inch for folding allowance, but because we are still going to sew this top part, so it's extra half inch, which is 2 inches for folding allowance. So for the bicep, we are using 12.5. So 12.5 divided by 2 will give us 6.25. The plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then you create your straight line. Then you cut it out. So basically, after cutting it out, you just cut exactly the pattern on your fabric. So as you can see, we are done cutting our sleeve. So this is the right side. So the next thing you want to do right now is to first of all fold half inch, because I've not weaved the sleeve. You fold half inch. Then you fold 1 inch. Same with the other one. Then you fold your 1 inch. So basically, after doing this, the next thing to do is to top stitch it and then add your sleeve to your dress. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done attaching the sleeve. At the same time, I locked the sides. So basically, we are done. The last thing to do is just to weave all over the outfit. So I'll just go ahead and iron it properly. So guys, as you can see, we are done with the outfit. So I'll just go ahead and weave it. Then after weaving it, I will hem the down part of it. Then